Welcome to the show you're watching. Let's talk right here on Ebru TV. It is an amazing, amazing Wednesday evening, and you already know what time it is. Every single Wednesday, it is Wellness Wednesday. And let me tell you guys, this is the last week of this month. Literally the last week of this month, and I'm one of those few people who can't wait for it to finish. I'm tired of this cold. I'm ready for like hot girl summer to pop in August. I'm ready for the sun. I'm ready to stop wearing jackets and being so cold all the time. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're able to do all of the things that we can possibly do to make sure that this month ends on a positive note. You have to always remember, like, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. So literally, don't wait until tomorrow to now talk about how you're going to become better, how you're going to do this and that, how you're going to make your life any better. Now is the time to go ahead and do that. And we are going to be talking about how you can do that. Lily will tell us all about that for Wellness Wednesday, the topic for today. So make sure you go ahead and interact with us on our social media, Ebru TV Kenya, everywhere except for Facebook, which is Ebru TV KE. And you can still hit us up on our WhatsApp number 0770-729-366. But for now, it's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to yet another amazing Wednesday. We are always winning over here. That's why we call it Wednesday. And as Ayuma has just mentioned, it is hashtag Wellness Wednesday on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, any other social media site you follow us on. Make sure that that's the hashtag that you're using. Additionally, use hashtag Ebru Let's Talk, because that's what we do over here. We talk. And now, talking about many things that are happening in the world, we've got so much gossip. Trust me when I tell you, for Hot Talk, you are going to be on the edge of your seat, because it is clearly election year, or election year is about to come by, and we can see the signs and symptoms of our politicians being politicians. Now, that is going to be there on Hot Talk, so stay tuned for that. Do not forget, the numbers are always somewhere on the bottom here. It's 0770-729-366. Do not forget our handles on Instagram, Facebook, and on Instagram and every other social media except Facebook is Ebru TV Kenya, but Facebook is Ebru TV KE. Now, here's the thing that I've learned today. Do not be a duck. Be an eagle. And that is simply put, don't be a duck. You know where ducks are usually on the ground over here, just quack, 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 complaining about everything, complaining about every life situation. But eagles, what do? They're just up there soaring above everyone else, looking at you, and then coming to eat you as a duck, as you're over there, just chilling. You know what? Let's be eagles. Let's not duck around, okay? Welcome to Ebru Let's Talk. My name is Kathomi.
Today, I'm the lady in pink. Call me Madame Asigo.
Hey.
Anyway, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This is the only place where we don't laugh at you when you have problems. We always encourage you every single Wednesday. We give you hope, because this is what we're here for. All of us have problems. We all have issues, but guess what? You and us together, we are going to give each other hope. And so today I want you to use your experience to make you. And today's topic is about body positivity. Think about your body. Look at yourself right now. Is there anything you don't like about your body? Is it something that you can change, or is it something that you can't change? So let's accept ourselves the way we are. We're going to give you tips on how to do that. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. My name is Lily Asigo.
Now, speaking about interesting things that have been happening on the internet, we all have spoken about Annalisa last week and the whole fallout from their marriage divorce situation. Her and Ben Paul got a separation, and she's actually now coming out again to say a few more things about marriage. So if you're interested in getting marriage advice from Annalisa, stay tuned, because that's about to happen. We have YY responding bluntly to Rispa Faith, who has made some interesting situation on her social media as well about her house manager, as we like to call them these days. You know, upgrading everyone. And then finally, politicians have suddenly discovered the sound of Kenyan music. Allah. Anyway, that's going to be on Hot Talk, so let's get right into it. It's time for Hot Talk.
We are starting off with Annalisa, who has decided to bless us with some knowledge, bless us with some wisdom, let us know the keys to success the keys to have a successful marriage. It's interesting that it's coming from a person that's not married anymore, but we're not going to talk about that. because the things that she's saying, I believe, makes a lot of sense. Now, she went ahead and posted on her social media where she said, a man needs to feel like a man. That whole thing of handing over things freely will easily cost you. He will finally lose respect for you. He will look for lower women to boost his ego. He will be bitter about you. He will finally want to control you and you using your own resources. He will never love you for you. He will love you for what you can offer. Once the offer stops, so does his time for you. And now her advice to us fellow women, especially when you're in a position where you are doing a little bit better than your partner, is to avoid upgrading him once you meet him. In her, according to her, she says, if the guy is serious with you, he will upgrade himself for you using his own efforts and his own resources. And clearly, she was talking about her ex-husband. Because this whole situation, she's just basically saying, don't give your man money, okay? Because once he starts using your money, he now becomes, his ego gets bruised. He now decides to look for other women who will now be able to, you know, massage his ego and make him feel more like a man. He'll now start to misuse you and your money, and even have the nerve to tell you how you can use your own resources. And we've heard this so many times about how men have such fragile egos, and how when you're doing better as a woman, you shouldn't be the one to take care of him because he'll lose respect for you. But I'm just like, when does it happen? Like, I thought a marriage is a partnership. You know what I mean? I thought once you become together, you're now one together. So it's not necessarily a thing of like your husband saying, babe, I need allowance. Let me go get a haircut. Can I go get a car? As in, like, you know, it's not you there giving him money, but it's like a joint thing. He gives his 2 cents, you give your 2 cents, and then you go towards one thing. I think what's happening over here, she's describing like a sugar mommy situation than a husband. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why she's very salty about this situation, because unfortunately she was in a relationship with someone that was just using her for her money.
I absolutely think about this one part I am with her. When it comes to respect, she says that someone will eventually lose respect for you. But let's take a minute and actually think about it from our perspective as well. As women, we've been nurtured so much into believing that a man is supposed to give you all these things, right? He's supposed to give you that car that Ayuma is over here saying we shouldn't give men. He's supposed to give you that money for your hair that Ayuma is over here telling us, oh, you're not supposed to give them that money, along with Annalisa. And additionally, he's supposed to be that guy who's there for you and you cry over their shoulder and all of that. Like, he can't be a one-man band. That's the truth of the matter. You either get a friend who is a friend. You know, a friend will be with you thick and thin. Or you get a partner who is then 50-50, let's do this, let's go. Or you get a person who's just completely out there taking care of you, which is, again, not a bad situation. All these three situations are not bad. But respect will be lost. That's the truth of the matter. If someone is always thinking, think about you and your younger brother or your younger sister, let's just put that situation in place, right? The way your younger brother or your younger sister is always asking you for money. Oh, send me money, I need to buy. Oh, send me money, I need to buy. At some point, don't you just go, you have it, but you're just going, should I give it to you? Because, you know, I feel like you probably need to go and work for yourself and get some money. Do I really want to take care of you? You kind of start to lose respect for someone once they're always asking for you, always looking for you to give solutions in that household. So, here is the story that I'm getting away from Annalisa. It doesn't matter, male or female, whatever relationship that you're in, please take that as a responsibility as well. No one, honestly, why do we feel the need to make someone else be our provider? You get what I'm saying? It's unfair, it's a lot, and generally, we really need to make our part of the bargain make sense. You know, let's not depend on anyone fully, male or female, period.
Leave him as you met him. That is exactly what a man is told when he wants to return the bride price, or when he demands for the bride price.
Yeah.
And ambiwa, okay, turudishia msichana vile ulimpata. But that can't happen in a relationship. Once you get married with someone, it's now teamwork. It's a partnership, just as Ayuma has said. And I will tell you something. Every relationship is different. Every marriage is different. The only thing that is constant is the stages of relationships. And we've talked about them on this show before, where it's infatuation and lust, and then you go on, and then now get to reality check. So if you happen to get married to someone, before you get to reality check and cross that stage, you will definitely separate. So for me, my advice is, whether someone is rich or not, because love is love. I'd prefer my daughter to be in love with her husband other than looking for someone who has money, being in love with the money. So you will fall in love with anyone, but please make sure that you've crossed all these stages, especially the reality check, where you come to discover that, ooh, kumbe Lily does not work at Ebru anymore. Alikuwa nadanganya, those are TBT's photos. Then you decide or whether or not you want to live with this person or not. So this thing of ati marry your league, ati sijui do what to do this, that advice, just marry someone after you've passed the reality check stage. And speaking about reality, these are things that are happening to us, to our families, especially myself. I have employed over 100, close to 100 DMs, house managers, and I have experienced everything. So now we're talking about Rispa Faith today. She went on to say that she buys expensive liquor and then somehow they disappear in the house. She doesn't know where they go to until she came to discover that it is the house help who is drinking her liquor. And this is what she said. I take good care of you and your family. I even pay school fees for your kids. And the least you can pay me is drinking my expensive liquor. The problem is not the alcohol. My problem is I can't live with an alcoholic. Mungu hakufunza waiwai kunyamaza. Aliona lazima niseme something. Then he said, she can't live with an alcoholic, yet she lives inside herself. So it got me thinking that, okay, is there a difference between drinking alcohol and being an alcoholic? There's definitely a difference. So whatever she's saying, yes, she has alcohol in the house, but it doesn't mean that she drinks silly every day and anguka pale chini, she can't function. So her problem is the employee is drinking her alcohol, expensive or not. There's a boundary that she has crossed. And I totally agree with her and I totally get her because I've experienced this before. The only problem is that she went public with it because, you know, she can retaliate and she might not like it. Every house girl has something juicy to tell everyone about their boss. So we need to be very careful on the kind of information, the kind of embarrassment that we put them through on social media. Because let me tell you, watu wa media wakipata huyu msichana wamkalishe vizuri chini, she will spill everything. So for me, the way to deal with it is like, yes, tell your followers, but let it be like a discussion. Like, hey guys, my followers, what do you think we should do to someone who is a DM and they drink and then you get advice from your followers and so on and so forth. Because, me, I'm telling you, but it's so annoying coming back to someone who is intoxicated and she is the one who's supposed to take care of your children. So you're wondering, okay, mimi nikikunywa yeye akunywe, and then who is helping who and I'm paying you. So employers, please let's respect our employees. And vice versa, respect is earned. So once you start like behaving like me, we are on the same level, then I think maybe you should also start paying me or something. But respect, please, let's respect one another.
You know, this is a story that I feel as if I had no business knowing whatsoever. I don't need to know about how she pays for the school fees. Wow, amazing. Look at her, Good Samaritan, charity work. What else does she do? Oh, okay, she also goes ahead and bought her a new phone. Oh my God, amazing. She does so much for this house help. How ungrateful of her to go ahead and drink her alcohol and then replace the liquor with water. How bad. Shame on you. Shame on you. I'm just like, I feel as if like it's like a backhand. It's like trying to make yourself look good while making someone else look bad. We didn't need to know that she went ahead and has taken care of this household's children and she's taken care of this house manager's phone situation. If the problem was just the liquor that was the problem, then just fire her and get somebody else. Why do we have to post it on social media and let us all know that you take care of her well? You really do a good job of taking care of her, but then now she drinks your alcohol. I really just felt like it was a situation where we could sit here and talk about how amazing she is and why these house managers, wamekuwa wabaya sana. Aki, why? It's crazy.
What I'm hearing, unfortunately or fortunately, is you have made all her basic needs met. Now the only thing that she needs is entertainment allowance. And seeing as entertainment allowance has not hit the bank accounts, she is going to entertain herself with whatever is near her, and it's your alcohol. So the truth of the matter is, Aki, what of Stella do you enjoy? Like, honestly, okay, let's be all the way honest. Unless she's now being like intoxicated in front of your children, in front of you, in front of your husband, you didn't even know about it until you started drinking your alcohol and you realize, okay, hold on. Why is this not hitting me? Isn't this not 40%? You start looking at it, you're like, Allah, 40% kwani imekuwa watered down to 20%. Until that moment, you didn't know that this woman or this man, we don't know the gender, was drinking your alcohol. So let's just say it as it is. Give her a little bit of entertainment. In fact, now that you have realized she likes a little bit of a drink, because you like to take care of her so much, why not now buy her a nice bottle? Umweke ange hapo. Anajibamba nayo.
Listen,
Let me finish. Give her that alcohol now. She be drinking her own. You know, she wants to have like her own small supply. Just throw her out, man. You clearly take care of everything else. So this is something else that you can take care of and then tell us later on the social media.
You want your house manager to be sitting over there
First of all,
drinking while taking care of your children.
First of all,
your nanny to be sitting over there drinking while taking care of your children.
That I have a firm policy against having a live-in maid. I don't have children, so I don't understand those extremes when it comes to all the duties and all the work. But if you're like a young person, you don't have responsibility with children, just have someone come to the house on the weekend, clean up and disappear. Me, I don't want to start realizing, oh, come you drink. It's not my problem. You drink at your own time. I don't want them.
It's risky because she can black out and not take care of the kids. And you know, kids when they're small, they can do anything. They might take sharp objects and there's a bathtub, iko na maji, and so on and so forth. And also, you might even want to switch on a burner that is on the left side. You end up switching on the one that is on the right side. Alafu motor, it's dangerous.
Okay, clearly this hasn't happened yet. All I'm saying is give the girl a little entertainment. I'm just saying. Amma, please let us know on the number 0770-729-366. Do you agree with Lily about the fact that yes, she is endangering the children and that's bad, or is it a situation where she hasn't endangered the children just yet, or you haven't found her drunk? So where's your proof except for the alcohol is missing? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, let us know what your thoughts are. Or are you here with Ayuma saying it was unnecessary information to begin with? Please let us know. Now, speaking about information that has suddenly hit our politicians, what is this? This is now 2021 and are we nearing August? Okay. So nearly 1 year to our elections coming through. The rallies are about to start. And suddenly, lo and behold, everyone is singing about artists. Okay. If you don't know, yesterday there was a whole event about this and it was televised on our local TV stations, and politicians were there helping artists and all of that, and you could hear some artists saying, leo nimelipwa na nafushukuru sana kwa sababu leo nimelipwa. That one killed me. She literally said, leo nimelipwa na nafurahia sana that leo nimelipwa na najua at the end of the day nikitoka hapa nitakuwa na a very nice chunk of change going back home, as she started singing 2020. Anyway, moving on really swiftly, in case you do not know, politicians were there. Our very own Mr. Raila Odinga was down there. James Orengo was also down there. And they obviously had something to say. This is what our politicians who went down there said. Okay, I think we start with the big one, Mr. Raila Odinga. He said, Mejja, Tabia za Wakenya hit was playing somewhere this morning. And it got me thinking, it is true. Masaya wa Kenya lazima masaa na Mkenya lazima atachelewa. Lakini sherehe, our musicians are really creative. Okay. Wow. Right, Mr. Potential President. And then Mr. James Orengo, almost in the same words, said, I am currently in Dakaine, Murang'a County for the Skiza Thanksgiving ceremony. I quickly remembered this group of young men, young Kenyans called Mbogi Genje. I'm not even sure whether he wrote that himself, but let's move on. Who are doing a wonderful job. This latest hit featuring Calligraph, titled Warena, is greatly artistic. Music made in Kenya. Hola. Let me hear some handshakes for our people. And now I'm just looking at them going, woo, it's the comments for me. So I went, of course, online to look at these posts and see what our fellow Kenyans had to say. And I think we shall start with the ones for Mr. James. Mr. James Orengo. And I said, I see a group saying, mbugi ni mbwekse. I see mwingine anasema, kwani tunapiga kura lini? I see someone else saying, hawa sasa wanataka wanataka kuwekwa kwa ngoma za campaign. But the one that really took me out is someone saying, me, I don't even, these lyrics mi mwenyewe sielewi. Mr. Raila Odinga, only sielewaje. You know what I mean? Like, even us, struggle with the lyrics. I'm just like, okay, boogie works, okay, what's going on? Okay, yes, chorus in Africa, you're all happy. But then the rest of the things, you are floating like no one else's business. And then James Orengo and Raila Odinga, you realize the lyrics so bad, you felt the need to put it on your social media. Okay, I'm just like, election is coming. And so, everyone, Bogi Genje, start calling Orengo, Mr. Calligraph, wapigie simu. And the other friend, our very good friend, Mr. Mejja, please start calling these people. Tell them that mentions your name is in fact copywritten. It is a patent. They cannot use your name without paying you. Let's start doing this. Let's start getting that money.
You know, election is coming. Iko corner somewhere. Mbogi Genje, Mejja, Calligraph, all our Kenyan artists are doing an amazing, amazing job. And I'm glad. It's just the timing for me, which is a bit ronky-dogo. But we should just be telling them and encouraging them all the time, whether it's election period or not. Me, I want to hear the same things come next year, January. You know, after 3 years, after 10 years, let's support our Kenyan artists instead of making them feel as if you want to use them for campaign. But you know what? Everyone has a prize. You give them some good.
Oh yeah, give them the money though.
Yeah, you know, like it's like there's two sides to this. You know, of course, as the artist, I'm not mad at any of them if they end up working with any of these politicians or anyone else in the future. Because hello, COVID has been rough these last couple of years, the last 2 years and everything. Next year, hopefully, performances and everything will be happening. So if they're gonna be singing Raila, 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 do whatever you have to do. Make your money, make your coin. I support that. Just know you as you're sitting at home, okay, and you're there loving Calligraph Jones. He's the bomb, he's everything. Just because you see him rapping and talking about a certain politician, don't become so blind and start following the same footsteps and everything. You're there busy dancing over there to the election corner, still going to vote for somebody who you haven't really gone and done your research about. And that's the problem with us as Kenyans and everything. We're so quick to ride on waves and stuff, and then now complain afterwards, saying how, serikali nisaidie, life is hard, these politicians are horrible, who voted them in? When it was same you who was twerking on the line over there as Calligraph Jones was there talking about this specific artist. So I say, artists, get your money. But for the rest of us, please, please, let's be smart about who we put into politics.
Let us use our congosity. You know, our congosity. Let's stop that in between here, please. Just try and use it.
Yes.
So, I've read today's Ask the Girls, and I'm telling you, you're going to laugh with us. So up next is Ask the Girls. This girl starts by saying, hey,
girl.
I'm dating a really nice guy who is a go-getter. He is nice and all good, and he's smart, but I honestly don't love him. I love another guy who is also good, but don't want to date him because we argue a lot. And I tend to be insecure of him, and he is not such a go-getter like the first one. I don't know what to do. Please help. So she's not even dating the second one because she says she doesn't want to date him. So this is what is happening. The first guy is a go-getter. He's smart, but zero love over there.
And a nice guy.
Yeah, and a nice guy. The second one is not a go-getter, and they argue a lot. But, Yani, how can you be so confused? You'll just get what you're looking for. You're going to lose all the two lovely gentlemen because you're being confused. Please make up your mind as fast as you can, because you can never have everything in life. Okay, maybe not everything at the same time, but you can never have everything. Not one person in this world is going to give you everything that you need in this life. So go ahead and have a list of the most important things that you need in a relationship. And if one of them has at least 4, go with that person.
Yeah, I like that idea of having a list of what's important to you, because sometimes we don't even realize how one person ticks all the boxes except for one, and then another person ticks that one box, but you're there running to that other box and everything. And I think this is also an age thing, because I don't think, there was definitely a phase in my life where I did not want a good boy at all. Good boys were boring, and I was bored. I wanted drama and excitement and arguments, and I break up with you today, and then you call me tomorrow, and then we get back together, and then I see you flirting with another girl, and then I go off crying, and then we come back and we're back together. That gave life so much excitement. It was so entertaining. It was so good. And honestly, I think you should, if that's the phase in your life that you're in, go through that phase so that now when you go on and everything, you can now really appreciate the good men in your life. This is definitely an age thing. So if you're young, just make sure you don't don't get caught up in it. The bad boy is fun, and make sure you put your mind as fun. He is not going to be your future husband. He ain't going to be your baby daddy. He's not going to be the father of your children. Just see him as fun. And if you want to have fun, go ahead and have fun. But just know that the nice boy is not going to just be sitting there waiting for you.
Yeah, that's the thing I was just about to say. What are the chances that you will leave your nice boy and you're like, okay, I'm going to put a pin on this one and then I'll come back for him? You'll think. Because the three of us over here, if we were single, we would be looking for your bad boy. We would snatch him. That nice guy you're saying, oh, he's so nice. Oh my God, oh my God. And here's another thing with the fact that there is 85%, which is so amazing, and then 15% that you will keep chasing.
Yeah.
My friend, you will lose so much for this 15% and gain so much from this 85%. And let's be all the way honest. What is it about this guy? Because you haven't told us anything about him. So we all know what it is about this guy that is making you go crazy. Honey child, it is not sugar. You will not lick it and you will finish. What is wrong with you? You will lick it, you will buy another one and another one and another one. You know, let's just be all the way honest. I know that interesting, you know, fire that is coming from your loins right now is confusing you, but tell a little missy, you need to go quiet. I need to think. But again, if you're young, just do it. You know, just have fun.
We need to know how old you are. That's the real question.
Yeah, just tell us how old you are. And honestly, please let us know on the 0770-729-366 what your advice for this young lady would be. Because clearly over here, we are all very skewed. There's one telling her to settle down, and then there's others going, okay, you know what, you're still so young, have fun. Moving on really swiftly, it's about to be that time when we get into a deep discussion, a deep delving discussion about things in life. And this time we're talking about body positivity. So let's go on a little break. Please refill your water and then we come back and have this conversation. It is Wellness Wednesday.
Welcome back. You're still watching Let's Talk right here on Ebru TV. And as always, we're loving all the messages we're getting from you on our WhatsApp number 0770-729-366. I can see Chris from Eldoret saying, I missed you so much after undergoing surgery, but now I'm back fully. Thank you so much for coming back. And may you also have a restful getting back to being well again. We also have Kelsey from Limuru loving the show. We have Lucia and Jerry Mugo, who has given us a list of 10 tips to improve your marriage. Girl, we're going to have to read these tips in another episode because it seems like she's giving us some really good advice. And I see Hilda Wathindigwa saying, beautiful ladies, I am enjoying this show.
I see someone else saying, hey, ladies. Oh, hey, beautiful ladies. Looking good as usual. Lily. Makeup imeweza. It's Nastelian, loving the show. We love you too. And Lily says, thank you. I see someone else saying, hi, ladies. I am Din from Mombasa, Bamburi. You look pretty. God bless your work. Amen, amen, amen. Hi, girls. Ayuma that hair. Ooh, Kathomi, sorry to disagree with you on this one. A house help is here to help around the house, not Kupari. He or she can take that out of my house. This is Emmy Sadiq. Okay, Emmy, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, Josephine from Kayola is saying, hi, ladies, looking good as always. I swear, Kathomi, you'll be the end of me. Your theatrics on set and your sense of humor is just on another level. Love you, girl. Enjoying the show from Zimmerman Chico. We see you. Someone is saying, hi, ladies, I like the hot topics today. I haven't had a house manager yet, but I'm fearful of what I will need to take care of my child as I go back to work. Stories like Rispa Faith completely scare me. Balozi wa K-Town, we see you. Mama Stacy, we see you. Ati politicians wanadhani sisi ni wajinga. Wakwetu Kabete anaweka lights na pia a perfect road ilikuwa wapi for the last 4 years. Let me tell you for free. Ataishia. Hey. Man James is here throwing shade. Ati, where were the artists? I only saw Tumbocrats on an expensive podium.
Wow.
Wow.
And also Dorcas from Baringo, we see you. And I'll read the last one. A maid is a human too, and she's part of the family. And you should make her feel so before she poisons all of you. Let her enjoy a little, just not drinking during work time. And every time is not work time. Na bado kuna tabia ingine ya maid anakulia dinner jikoni and the rest wanakulia living room. May thunder strike everybody in that living room.
You know what? We're loving the feedback we're getting from you. Continue sending in those stories and your comments. But right about now, let's get right into it. It's time for Wellness Wednesday.
Ladies, we're on top. Hey, we're on top. Hey.
Now, we are talking about body positivity today. We are seeing so many cases rising of just in general, not just only for women. We were even talking about it for Willis Raburu when he was talking about like male body positivity. Just in general, people seem to be really unhappy with their bodies. People seem to be trying to strive for an image of perfection. And we're going to give you a few tips and everything of how you can go ahead and love your body no matter what stage it's in. Now, there's a bit of a debate that comes with body positivity, okay? And there's the one aspect where it's seen as if it's an excuse to give unhealthy people a platform to be unhealthy. Okay?
Yeah.
There's that side of body positivity. And then there's another side of body positivity where, like, there's a famous singer, she goes by the name of Lizzo. She is a plus-size woman, and she says that fat people are getting the short end of the stick with the movement of body positivity, where she's basically saying that, like, it's an opportunity for normal-bodied people, people who have a few roles to feel good about themselves, but those who are truly big are still getting talked about and shamed and being negatively affected by all of this. And when I see both sides of the coin, it seems as if it's still being negative on the larger person. And it seems as if, like, why can't we just allow people to be who they are? If you're happy at whatever size you're at, I'm not your doctor. I'm not your physician. I'm not going to be the one to now be sitting there saying, this is what the normal size should be. And if you're that size, then we're going to talk horribly about you, you know.
I also, I feel like you can stop something from before it gets worse. Like if you're obese, there's nothing to smile about obesity. There's nothing. So if you're there at that point, then I think your doctor has already talked to you and you know what to do. You need to lose just a few ukwe healthy, not to please us here on the table or everyone else that is following you on social media. It is for yourself, for your own sake. We have people who, like, well, they're too skinny. It has a name. It's called
Anorexia.
Yes. It is not good. It is not right. We need to be healthy. So if you're a bit big and you're healthy, it is fine. If you're skinny and healthy, it is okay. What we need to stop is people becoming unhealthy in the name of
body positivity.
Mimi niko sawa, in the name of body positivity. You're being unfair to yourself.
Now, I remember, I've just remembered something funny. So I had a friend whose mom was very, very stern about how she looked. So every time she'd come over to visit, she would ask, Ima, baba, they were Korea. So like, ay, tata, amagua bene. Si ukule kidogo ufiche fiche amagua bene. So in Korea, amagua bene is like bones. So, and I'm just kula kidogo you ongezea to fiche fiche bones. And she was so happy about her skinny self. God, she would be so psyched just to, wear nothing. Freeze and shine was her statement for life. I love you still, Winnie, and you will always kill me with your funny jokes. But that's the thing. Some people are actually very happy to be skinny. Some people are actually very happy to be bigger. And when I say bigger, I mean bigger, bigger. We've seen the girl who's always going online with her crop top and her tummy all out and going, do you know how fine I look? And you're looking at her and you're like, yes, girl, you look fine. So I think it's really about the power of within, yeah? For me, it's not really about how big your size is. Because trust me, even big-sized people can tell you, myself included, I can tell you there's levels to it. Like, we can all say we're size 14s, but trust me, I'll go and wear a size 14 dress, and someone else who is a size 14 will wear that dress, and it will look so different. Why? Because even our bodies are shaped differently, Right. So I completely agree with Lizzo when she says, some people with, like, those perfect, it's
the
like
hourglass
perfect,
figure.
yeah, it's a perfect chubby, Like you have a little rollies over here, but goddamn, you look amazing in that dress. And someone else is over here struggling with her rollies, and some places with no rollies. They're all going, goddamn, what happened? Where's my tushy though? Like where, why? So it's a really difficult conversation to get into if you're being all the way honest. And there's variety on this table, so we can all tell you our stories. And I feel like that's a great way to start, right? Because I can tell you my struggles. Lily will tell you her struggle. In fact, let's just do that. I feel like, are we safe enough to give us a little bit of our struggles?
As in, like, I think you can do a small journey into like how you've gotten to love your body. Because I think what I can definitely say, all of us have different sizes. All of us have a lot of insecurities, but in general, we do love the body that we're in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we keep talking about, because again, some people will see you with that hourglass, but you feel like your bottom half is too heavy for you. But you look amazing in your clothes, but you're not comfortable. Why? Because you feel like, yo, I need to lose a little bit of weight here and there. Some people will have the big belly, and we're so proud of our big belly. If you see us flaunting it, looking around as if it doesn't exist, it's because we love it so much. So that's just something that is, and some people will then have the skinny, but then they're like, this is not skinny enough. I need to lose this a little bit more, and then I'll feel good. But that "and then I'll feel good" is part of the problem. There's so much information that we get from social media. Every time you go online, there'll be a chubby person telling you how they love their body, they feel amazing. There'll be a skinny person who'll tell you the way they love their body, they'll feel amazing. But then there'll be another skinny person on the side going, you guys are always saying the way, oh, cooler, oh, this, that. So it's a struggle all around, you know? Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I was reading like one of my friends' posts, yeah, and like she is a lot more curvaceous in certain areas, and she was saying how like whenever she goes to the beach and she's wearing a bikini, she'll get, wow, I love your confidence. You look amazing. The confidence you have is amazing.
That's the
Yet,
most annoying
when other
one.
people who might be smaller, you just get, oh, you look good. But when you're a bit bigger, it's like, hey, you have confidence, because in their mind they're thinking, me, I can't
be
walk around.
embarrassed. Exactly.
I can't walk around looking the way you're looking, but if you're able to do it, good for you. That's great. When I was thinking about that, I was like, yeah, that is true, because like I honestly felt like that. You know, sometimes you don't think that you're actually being like that, but it is there. Because one of my first words, I was like, whoa, girl, confidence. Because like in your way, like the swimming costume was screaming and doing all sorts of crazy things, and I was just like, you got guts and it looks nice. But the first word that came to my mind was confidence, and like when she said that, I was like, okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing to be saying at all to someone.
Yeah, at some point I thought I was healthy until I did a BMI, and then I found out that I need to lose like 6 kilos, 6 to 7 kgs. So when you're told that, it's not body shaming. The doctor just wants you to be healthy. So I'm still on the healthy bit. For me, I learned that I just need to be healthy, and that's it.
I like
No matter how many roles that I have, whether I'm tall, short, I just want to be healthy at the end of the day. So that when you attack me, you tell me, you're too big. I'm just like, hey, and I'm healthy. You know?
And there's another one people tell you, you're not fat, it's just your bones are heavy. You're like, how does that make sense to you, sir?
You're tall.
Ma'am? Ayuma? How is that making sense to you? My bones are heavy? Surely. How?
big boned.
A big bone?
Big
What?
boned.
What? That's not even a thing. I generally think that's the thing. You just need to be happy with where you are, be healthy, and then, proceed from there.
Yes, and here's some ways that you can be happy in whatever stage of a life that you're in. And it's not even just about weight loss and weight gain and whether you're big or small. You might have a scar on your body that you hate. Whatever insecurity about your body, we're going to help you figure out how to love yourself. Lily has already talked about you're thinking about healthiness versus a specific size. Yeah? So I think that's the number one tip that you can definitely have. Another one is positive affirmations. Okay, now for me, I have a love-hate relationship with affirmations, okay? I think they don't work for me. Talking about how you are beautiful, you are pretty, you are smart, you are kind, okay, and it doesn't help me, for me personally, but I can see how it has helped other people. But if you're that kind of person who's speaking positively about yourself helps you feel better because you have so many negative thoughts, then that could be a good way. But if you're like me, who like honestly, like all the positive thoughts in the world aren't going to make me feel any better. I'm more of an action-oriented person. I feel as if like don't sit there in your sadness of what you wish you could do. Just work towards getting to that goal that you have.
I think I have a different perspective with that, and again a different perspective when it comes to affirmations. They say post positive affirmations on your mirror. I think look in the mirror every day and look at yourself.
Yeah.
There's a thing. There's I don't know how to explain this to you, but it's really worked for me. So before I never used to do mirrors. You just have that small mirror. You look at your face to do your makeup real quick, and then you dress and you already know what you're wearing and you dip. But then I got a full-size mirror, and then I started to actually look at myself, So every morning, I get out of the shower, and the mirror is right there. So I'd see myself, and then I'd see parts of myself that I'm like, I really don't like that. But then over time, I go, wait a minute, girl, girl, you look so fine. You know, it's like there's small things about you that you start to see in the mirror and you go, wow, yeah, I really like that about myself. You know, you like your skin is so evenly toned. You're like, wait a minute, girl, you've been drinking water, haven't you? You know, it's not really writing those things, but it's just like you discover new things about yourself. You find yourself talking to yourself a lot and realizing the amazing things that you don't see. So that's one very important thing. Honestly, for me, mirrors are a lifesaver. After I started looking at myself, you don't want someone else starting to tell you, hey, baby, you've gained. You've already seen it, right? Hey, you've lost weight. You already saw it, honey. So it's just a thing of seeing yourself fully, naked. That is the truth.
Yeah, and I agree that we need to throw away that scale. You know, when you start exercising and then you weigh yourself, you find out that, oh, I've actually gained 3 more pounds. Like, what is happening? You're forming muscle. So every time you try and weigh yourself on a scale, you'll be disappointed. Just throw it away. Fungia kwa straw. And then just wait for a few months. And then now that you can weigh yourself again and know whether you're doing good or bad. But when you keep on weighing yourself every single day, I know, it's unhealthy.
I think that's, again, I have a love-hate relationship with that statement right there. Because this is, again, something that's really helped me. Being on a scale. Once you've eaten today, you had burgers, you had chipos, you had whatever. You weigh yourself and then you realize, okay, I gained a kg there. Okay. So the next day you eat vegetables, you eat blah, 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 blah. You realize, okay, I've actually lost like 2 kgs there. So it starts to you start to realize, what am I supposed to be eating? Should I be taking away these and then adding these to my diet? You know, it really helps you figure out where you're going wrong, where you're going right. That's the one for me.
Only if you're doing something about it.
Yeah.
But that's seeing that large number on your scale and you ain't doing nothing can really be negative for you, like for your mental health.
Yeah.
Another thing is learn to accept compliments. There are some people, no matter how amazing you tell them they look, how great they are, it's just like, oh, like they're so quick to turn their attention back onto you. They can't accept a compliment. And in that same way also, as you're accepting compliments, also learn to give compliments and give positive words to people. If you wouldn't say it to your friend, then don't say it to anybody else. You know, like the whole thing about that you look confident. You're really courageous to be walking around like that. Like if you wouldn't want someone to say that to yourself, don't say it to somebody else.
I feel like these clothes that we buy, sometimes we buy 2 sizes too small or 2 sizes too big. That's a really weird thing to do. If the clothes don't fit, give them away. Buy others when you get back to that size. It's good when you're doing it with, again, when you have a plan, right? So you're buying this so you can be able to fit in it in 2 months because you're eating healthy, you're working out, you're making a change in your life. That's great. But when you're just buying it so you can look at it and be sad, or you're buying it so that you're okay when you lose weight, you're not feeling, when you gain a little bit of weight, you're not uncomfortable with the clothes that you're wearing, wrong strategy. Do something about it, buy clothes later, or just don't buy them at all until you get to that size and then now transfer to whatever you need to do.
Yeah, if you're used to body shaming yourself, it's time to ask yourself, is it really helping? If it's not helping, kindly stop body shaming yourself. Stop it today.
Yes, definitely. And don't compare yourself to others or to a long, long distant memory of yourself. Because sometimes you can really remember how you used to look good when you were 12 years old. That body was snatched. There was no role or anything that was happening. But then now life has changed and you have a couple more roles as the years have gone by. Don't compare yourself to others and past versions of you. Now just learn to accept yourself at where you're at.
Yeah, I feel like I should cut Kathomi short because this point, I'm talking to her directly.
Okay.
Sometimes don't ask your friends to delete pictures that they've posted of you. Sometimes you take pictures as a group, and then, you know, when you take a picture as a group, you only look at yourself. You're just like, this picture is so nice. But you're only focusing on yourself, not the other 2 people, being Ayuma and Lily. And then you post. Please don't ask your friends to delete such posts. Inaweza kuwa tu fun. Like, okay, maybe I was talking and the camera caught me like doing, Like Kathomi posted another picture. It was so beautiful. She looked at it and saw that all of us were looking so beautiful. And I looked at it and I saw that I was the only one who did like, but you know what? I never asked her to delete it. Yes.
Well, I got office drama from doing that. Remember, let me not. The reason why I asked is because there's always people who don't like it. So you have to make sure that everyone is comfortable with it.
Yeah. And right now we want to play a game and it is not an easy one. So it's game time. Welcome back. The game today is called Celebrity. So I'm going to pass this around. We're going to write 3 names of celebrities that we know of. And then we're going to mix them up, pick one by one, and then say something about the celebrity or anything that describes that celebrity, and then we guess who it is.
Okay.
So quickly.
Okay, everyone is 111.
Oh, just one? Okay. I thought we were writing like a big one.
One word to describe the celebrity.
Write the name of the celebrity, and then I will pick and describe.
You'll describe with one word.
Yes.
All right.
I've forgotten their first name. Let me change.
Oh, we've written 3 on 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 names.
You've done one individual one.
Wow. Nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mnafanya kila mtu aongojee mkiandika notes. Chacha, what did you say? Chacha, repeat.
Yeah. Mimi nimeandika zote kwa moja.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
You've given her hers.
Okay. Describe hizo kwanza. I think I'll start. This is mine. Give me another one. Yeah. Okay. Confident.
Child.
Isn't that every musician in life? Like,
one word. Jones.
calligraph.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hot girl summer.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know what else is being written over here.
Okay. Here you go.
How about you?
Nicki Minaj. I told you the
You
name of
told
the person.
How about you? You give us yours.
All right, cool. Deadbeat's dad turned good.
Professor Hamo.
Yes.
Huh.
Unajua, sanitize. God damn, I don't know how to do this one. You do this one.
Yeah, we won't do that one because I'm the one who wrote it. Let's do this one. Drunk in Love.
Beyonce.
Yeah. The last one, which one is this?
Apparently it's supposed to be just one word.
One word. Genge.
Mejja.
Yeah.
All right. We have struggled in this game. Hopefully you weren't struggling as badly as we were. And I'm being told that we've lost the game, so we shouldn't try to feel too good about ourselves. But you know what? We are all about body positivity, and I'm ignoring the negative voice in my ear right now. Make sure you have an amazing, amazing, amazing Wednesday evening, and don't forget to be kind to yourself. Before you look to your partner, before you look to your friends, before you look to your family as somebody for support, you need to be your own support system. Have an amazing day. It's your girl, Ayuma Kaguli on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter.
I tell you every time. My name is Kathomi. You can catch me on my socials on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Honestly, on Instagram and on Instagram at Kathomi. And yeah, let's talk over there. It's been awesome having you on the show. Please make sure you actually join us on our live later on today. We are going to be on Ayuma's Instagram, so make sure you join in.
Yeah, .com employees, if you want to employ a house help and have her drink herself silly in your house, well, it's up to you, but you got to protect your children and your children's future. My name is Lily Asigo at Lily Asigo on Instagram and Facebook. Bye.